Audio Jungle. Audio Jungle.
For Mr. Pastor Anthony, put your hands together as we welcome him.
Are we all right? Good morning, ladies and gentlemen. How are you? You look amazing. Just look at your neighbor and say, you look amazing. Awesome. Great. Thank you. It is great time to be here, to be with family and friends, and some of you might have be able to meet us now, and some of us we might have met a long time. Miriam has been a close friend for a long time. I think for over 12 years. I remember the first time we met, I was trying to shoot a film, and we were going around in the community and trying to find out with Justin, like, we need somebody who's going to play the part of the mother. So we begin to move around, and we finally landed at Miriam, say, okay, you're going to be the mother in the film. It's years back, like 10, 12 years ago. That film, we shot it with those small cameras. You remember those small photo cameras of long time ago? That film went on to be number one on NBC. It was, I think even today, it's still their favorite film. Now, that wasn't the end. In the film, we needed a baby. So we went around again. We need a baby. So we ended up with a doctor here, doctor's daughter. Is it your son or your daughter? Son. So we say, okay, Miss Cara, can you give us your son to be in the film? So that is how I have known them for a long time. Let's put our hands together for them. This is amazing. I have special friends here, mothers and friends. Can you imagine your best friend you used to mentor a long time ago and then becomes your director in the future? That's amazing life. I have Maria Lucas there. She's my director of Super Life, a Sadiq. She has built an amazing company, and now she's my director. So I report to her when she used to report to me. That is being a friend and being a mentor, what it does. It is a great time to be here. No time to waste time. I'll give you just one day and then break it down. Time, I'll start with, I don't know whether Mr. Glow did it deliberately or it was intentional or unintentional. So a week ago, before Miriam, the book comes out, he posted a question on different groups. What is the most important thing in life? Mr. Glow is the one playing the keyboard. So every group began to debate. That debate went as far as Kenya. It never stopped. So I see some guys from Kenya started posting, and I see it's tracing from him. So weeks ago, that went viral, and it was all around time. Now, different people begin to debate different things about what is important based on their personal perspective. But he kept insisting on every group. I remember when it came to my part, I said, for me, it's God and purpose. He says, no, time is important. So he kept insisting, and some groups, it was even a battle. It got emotional, but it was interesting to understand our priorities in life. Now, I gave that illustration because the concept was in my head. I wanted to be a VIP. I wanted in life at some point where I'm going to go to be the VIP. What does that mean in relation to what we're talking about today? Time is the designer and the distinguisher factor to be the most important person in life. You cannot, in your family, in your communities, wherever you find yourself, you can't be that important unless you know that time is a designer and a distinguishing factor to be a very important person in life. How you spend time determines whether you are valuable or valueless. It's very important. All the people you have seen on the top of their success is about time management. Now you see me navigating through cameras, and now I'm back here. It's about time management. I don't have time to waste time. I want you, as you attend this book launch today, to be reminded, I live my life literally like I'm gonna die tomorrow. I tell my family, I said, I think I'm gonna die tomorrow. So I can write books in a month, 300 pages, because I live my life as if I'm gonna die tomorrow. This I remind myself every day. I have a limited time, so I don't have time to waste time. So as you grow, your friends becomes few, because we have no time to gossip. You either come into my presence and add value to me and uplift me. We can't be talking about people who have done things and we're gossiping hours and hours and hours are going. You don't need that. Always remember, time is a designer and a distinguishing factor. As I grow on to think about life, please show me the hand if it's 10 minutes. I was born to talk. I might go for on. As I grow on, I begin to have a deliberation and a discussion with God about life. And I came to the realization, some of you Christians says God is love. I define God as love. God is time. I think some of you, God is time, unreversible, unchangeable. You can't touch it, you can't move it, you can't rewind it. You are going to say he's the author of time. I say it's time itself. He lives in time. You call him eternity or eternal, infinite, endless, or some of you would call him Alpha and Omega. That is time. That's who he is. So if I can live, this is what I'm gonna. The challenge today, you are either living before time, in time, or out of time. So you have to be able to gauge your life. Are you living in time, out of time, in time, or before time? It's very, very important to have a constant evaluation on your life. Those who have been close to me, I'm a person, even today I'm a bit late in the setting up, but I didn't sleep. I went to Papalulu at 4, 5, 6 o'clock. You know, he has his own time, but it was out of my time. That's a challenge, because your time might be out of my time, how you arrange time. So now you have to find people that line up according to your time, because some of your people are out of your time or they are before your time. So if you can find people that are lined up with your time, your purpose can be fulfilled quickly and easier. Now most of us are struggling. I'll tell you a shocking story. Ordained as a pastor at the age of 20. While being a pastor, I attempted suicide 3 times. The main factor that caused it, I looked at my colleagues around me. I said, how come they are ahead of me? Time. And the frustration, depression came in. Until a friend of mine walks to me, to Limelau Kaut, and he says, Tony, calm down. And he gave me a formula that I've never forgotten, that saved my life to this very day. And he says to me, what you see in others, their parent planted for them 20 years back. So you are not on the, when you are digging your foundation going down, their foundation has already been laid, they're just raising up. So if you don't understand the timing that is happening, you get depressed, frustrated, and you begin to think about suicide, depression, anxiety. After that, I realized I need to be in my time and in my space. It's very, very vital so that you don't lose your way. A few weeks before this book launch, Miriam had a birthday, so we happened to go to the farm. She was at the farm, and it was a surprise. We didn't tell her that we are going to visit her at the farm on her birthday. So we drive with the family from here. What is the name of your village, ma'am? Ovitoto. Great. So we drive from here to Ovitoto, and we reached there. It was a surprise, and it was an amazing moment. And certain things were said about her life. You're turning 42, and we said, you have heard this saying, 40 is the beginning of life. It's comforting. Hey! So we say our life has just started, and she's gonna launch into the deep. She's gonna go global. That was weeks before the book, and we had a moment. She's an amazing woman, and everything she's written in the book is applicable to her life. Is applicable to her life. She has demonstrated it. And for some of us who have been close to her, thank you, ma'am, who have been close to her and have seen go through the storm she's gone. You know, there was a time, I don't know some of you if you've been to, we have Victoria's Falls in Zambia, and then there are these ropes you hold to cross the river, and if you let it go, you're going to fall down. There was some point in time we would tell her, why don't you just let the rope down? just give up. I think this is not going to work. But she says, I'm going to cross to the very end. She managed her life and time very well. And today we're here to celebrate you. Of course, no time to waste time. No time to waste time. So as you read through the book, you're reading through a practical life. Have an experience. And this is vital to anybody who aspires to be authors. And I make sure it's international. Otherwise, don't write it. We can't continue to present mediocrity. Research, study. If you're going to take, she has taken a couple of years. She keeps coming back. I says, how is it? I say, this is not working. Can we add more? If you're gonna do it, you gotta do it at your level best. Otherwise, don't do it. And I'm thankful that it's international. I can call my American friends and say, we got something for you. Thank you so much for the hard work. God bless you, and God bless each one of you. Thank you.
I was just reminded that we are still living in the dying moments of COVID. Thank you so much, Mr. Anthony. That was beautiful. Without wasting time, I'm just going to establish some couple of ground rules for the speakers. You have 10 minutes. So we will be sitting there as your MCs. Once we do this, the front part of the book, that means round, finish up. And then when we give you the back side of the book, that means your time is up, so that we don't embarrass you by saying 2 minutes, 3 minutes, and so on. Is that okay? All right now we have our next speaker on the program, and her name is Miss Nangula Kengos. I have met a couple of times at Mom's place. Mom is the queen of connections. all of us here, most of us, we are kids, so we have been connected. So let me just take you through to who the next speaker is. As you can see, she's the first daughter of the, should I say president? The first daughter of the Republic of Namibia, executive director and founder of Party's Heart Foundation, where they give out food parcels to the vulnerable.